meeting, the members of the committee. Accordingly, the committee invited the CCM to a committee meeting which was held on 6th August 2025 at 11 a.m. Upon deliberating, the members of the County Management Committee and the County Executive Committee members responsible for the liquor licensing disagreed on the submitted list. Therefore, they were requested to withdraw the names as earlier transmitted and forward a fresh list of centers and towns after consensus. Honorable Speaker, through a letter dated 21st August 2025, honorable members, you can see the Annexure 2 in your tablet. The office of the clerk was seized with a different list of centers and towns as indicated in Table 2.
Our best. Our best.
2025, the committee wrote to the honorable members of the County Assembly in the spirit of public participation and enshrined in Section 196(1)(b) of the County Governments Act 2012, which stipulates that a county assembly shall facilitate public participation and involvement in the legislative and other business of the assembly and its committees. The members of the County Assembly were required to give their input on the centers identified by the CCM. Honorable Speaker, on varied dates, the honorable members made their submission to the committee. The committee sat and considered the submission in a meeting held on 14th November 2025 and the findings contained in Chapter 3 of this report. Honorable Speaker, additionally, the committee was seized in a letter dated 21st October 2025. Members, you can see the annexures 3 in your tablets, underscoring the considerations that were made while identifying additional centers, towns for the sale of consumption and consumption of alcoholic drinks. The committee noted among the justification considered made by the CCM in identifying the above centers were: 1. Distance from one center to the next center. The public demand from stakeholders, Honorable Speaker, an inclusion of some towns in the newly created municipalities, Honorable Speaker. That is Orkara and Moirunya municipality. Honorable Speaker, upon considering the submissions made by the honorable members, the committee made the following observation. 1. In the Nyandarua sub-county, in Central Ward, a new center, Kameroni and Suguroi centers, were included where Kanyagia and Subego were deleted. And in Shamata Ward, Gakoi and Sibara centers were excluded. In Kipipiri sub-county, Honorable Speaker, in Wajohi Ward, Kefuruti Center was cancelled, whereas Mefao and Jiret were added. In Kipipiri Ward, represented by Honorable Mangesha, Honorable Speaker, it was proposed that Mahiga Meri Center be removed. 3, Honorable Speaker, in Orojorok sub-county, in Sharagita Ward, Kayo Homrad and Mushawarami were deleted. In Weru Ward, Honorable Speaker, Gadudia Center was removed. And in Gadaje Ward, there was proposed to delete Kona Junction and Keridon centers, that is in Gadaje Ward. In Gadara Ward, Haboro and Satit centers were added. In Orokarau sub-county, in Karau Ward, there was a proposal to delete Orerodiodo and Mwireri centers and introduce Mungedo. in Kajwiri Ridge, Honorable Speaker, there was a proposal to delete Munyore, I think that is Poridin in English, Munyore Center. In Merangine Ward, Madhakwa and Getuaba were deleted, Honorable Speaker. And in Chapter 4, Honorable Speaker, the committee recommendation, upon considering the submission made by the committee, recommends that the House does approve the centers, stroke towns enumerated here under pursuant to Section 25 of the Nyandarua County Alcoholic Drinks Control Act 2024. Honorable members, check on your tablets and you'll see the towns added in Daragwa, in the Shapondo Ward, in Shamata, South Kinangop, that is in Jabini Kiburu Ward, Nyakio Ward and Murungaru, in North Kinangop, which includes North Kinangop Ward, Gadara Engineer Wards. In Kipipiri we have Wajohi, Geta, Kipipiri and Gethioro. Those are the 4 wards of Kipipiri Ward. In Orjorok we have Charagita, Thank you. And through the advice of our secretariat, and that is the crux of this assembly, there is something we have skipped, and it is good to mention those towns for Hansard purposes. That is in Gadara Ward. We have F Center, we have Kamaguta, we have Gade, we have Gadara Center, Kwari, Harboro, and what I had read as Satit should be Sarit, named after Sarit Center. Honorable Speaker, we have Kipipiri sub-county, and they are well enumerated there. Can see the chair for budget is checking. And there is Sharagita Ward, there is Weru and Gadanje, and Gatimu. Can see the honorable member for Gatimu is here. Stone City and Iriaini. In Orkarau Rural, Kajwiri Ridge, they are well enumerated there, Mirangine, Orkarau Central, which comprises of Karau and Rurie Ward. And Honorable Speaker, we had references, which is the Nyandarua County Government Act, which is 2012, Nyandarua County Alcoholic Drinks Control Act 2024, and Nyandarua County Assembly Standing Orders. Honorable Speakers, all the others are annexures which we received from the county executive, and Honorable Speaker, members can go through it. And Honorable Speaker,
Honorable members, please consult very low tone.
Thank you for your protection, Honorable Speaker. Kamwana is all over the place. Honorable Kamwana, that is. Honorable Speaker, we have, those are the towns that we have enumerated, Honorable Speaker. And I think as the representative of the people, and with the recommendation of the County Alcoholics Committee and the CCM for Education, we have done justice to our people so that we don't deny them an opportunity to do business, but also we have checked on the safety of the people. That is why some of those towns have been removed, especially where we have Bukamoja trading centers, Honorable Speaker, because as well as we want to do business, we have to be responsible to take care of our people who have given us a responsibility to represent them. And I think this report have done justice to the honorable members. And since we gave them an opportunity to come to us, but Honorable Speaker, as we debate, if there could be some addendum, I think they will be considered. And if there be removals, I think as a House, we have the mandate to do the same, because the committee is just an extension of the House. The House has the final say. So, Honorable Speaker, with those few many remarks, I will request the man who is loitering all over the...
Order, Honorable Gathungu. Who is loitering all over the house?
Honorable Kamwana, Honorable Speaker, every member can see.
Doing our best. Doing our best.
But because you know it has a lot of public interest. I also wanted to let you know, Madam Speaker, that in my ward we have another honorable member, Honorable Patience Manga, and we always work together. So when the member finds me consulting my fellow nominated member from my ward, it does not mean that I'm loitering all over the house. But however, Honorable Madam Speaker, I want to support this document and second it. But Honorable Speaker, I would request that every member who is in this assembly, and more particularly those who are in charge of their respective wards, to look at the document. Because, like, for example, I wanted, though Honorable Senior Gashomba has left, I wanted to advise him to look into the list that comes from his ward, because I was able to see that some of the centers that the sign that comes from his ward, I tend to think that they belong to another ward, the ward of engineer. So it is good for the members to look at the document before it is passed in this assembly. But we were able to look at...
Are you a member of the education committee?
Yes, I am a member.
So you mean that you allocated towns belonging to engineer ward?
What happened is that this document was brought the way it is from the executive. We had to make changes.
The Honorable Gathungu, you are the mover of this motion. I would kindly request you to follow the deliberations from Honorable Kamwana, so that you also note.
Yes.
As the chairman of the committee.
It's
Proceed.
good. Yes, it is good for the Hazard to note that. Like, for example, you have been able to correct a typo error, whereby a town known as Satit should read Sarit, and that one has been corrected. Honorable Madam Speaker, I wish to second.
All right. Thank you. I believe the members have followed keenly. I now want to propose the question that this House does adopt the report of the Committee on Education, Vocational Training, Culture and Vocational Training, Culture, Gender and Social Services on request to approve towns and centers for sale and consumption of liquor as the Nyandarua County Alcoholic Drinks Control Act 2024 as a report of the House and the recommendations therein as the resolutions of this House. Yes, Honorable Mbogo.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And from the onset, I'm supporting the motion, but with an amendment, simply because, Madam Speaker, we have simply replaced all the towns that used to be there. Everything that initially was removed has been replaced. So I don't see the reason as to why we should remove some. I personally come from Wero. Wero is in Ojorok, and I have a comparative measure of some towns. In particular, I'm zeroing on an addendum or an annexure, or rather a change, whereby you say, or the mover of the motion says Gathodia should not be in the list. Gathodia as a shopping center has 10 shops, at least 5 hotels, does not compare with the Stone City that is down in where we a neighbor with my friend. So in a nutshell, what I'm trying to say I don't know, I don't see the reason as to why the prayer of Gathodia to be reinstated was removed. Because it used to be there. All the other towns that used to sell liquor have been replaced. I don't see or know the parameter that was used or the rationale that was used to segregate Gathodia that had you 3 bars. It is relatively bigger than all the towns that have been reinstated. So I'll second with an amendment of reinstating of Gathodia. And from there, I want to be advised how Gathodia is going to be part of them that are reinstated. Because in a nutshell, what we have done, we have replaced all towns that used to exist or used to be there. I support and wait for the clerkship to notify me on how I'm going to move an amendment of replacement of Gathodia. Thank you.
Yes, proceed, Honorable
Thank you.
Kongo.
Thank you, Honorable Madam Speaker. I don't know what kind of amendment we are going to do because it seems there will be an omnibus kind of an amendment. Madam Speaker, I don't know what we are going to do because there seems there are going to be an omnibus kind of amendment because members are concerned because after discussion, we had a prior discussion before this report was done, but it seems that some of the issues that we did say were not changed. The report has brought us it was before, and we had indicated that we want some changes. Honorable Speaker, for example, if you go to Kipipiri, Wanjohi Ward, you realize that there is towns that have been done there, they do not come, they are not in Wanjohi. Kiabogo Center is in Geta. So I don't understand why they are saying that Kiabogo is in Wanjohi. Kiaboga is in Wanjohi.
Our best.
Joy. When we talk of Farainya and then you put into bracket Diara, it's wrong.
Our best. Our best. Our best.
Konombaya scrapped. You are requesting for an amendment for Konombaya scrapped?
Honorable
So that
Speaker,
the clerkship can know.
Konabaya is not in Wanjohi, is in Kipipiri Ward. I am saying Kirasha is not in Wanjohi, is in Kipipiri Ward. I am saying Kiabogo is not in Wanjohi Ward, is in Geta Ward. So they should be placed where they belong, or they consult the members of that area, whether they accept or not. And then for Farainya, we remove the word Diara into bracket, that word Diara, we remove, we scrap it.
Because the area in Diara is near school,
Yeah, it's
correct?
a near school. I know all the business. There are two centers.
But
One
we-
is Diara, where the school is, and there is Farainya. So the businessmen will take advantage and start a liquor center where the school is. And we wanted to be the other end where you have Farainya.
Where the town is.
Yes.
All right. I believe the clerk has noted that. Please allow me to give this opportunity to Honorable Mbaye. My eye catched him quite earlier, but so allow me, Honorable Rashomba.
It's okay.
So you are a ranking member of this house. Allow me. Proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And again, thank you, Honorable Ashoba, the incoming Member of Parliament of Kinangop. Honorable Chair, I would like this to be on hazard that I would support the amendment of this document, but with the
You support the motion?
I
or
support
rather
I
the
support
report?
this. I support the report.
Yes.
And the motion. I support this report, but with some amendment on the Jura area. This place called Jura, it is only 10 meters. It is the center and the secondary school and primary school is within 10 meters radius. So this one, it must be removed. Then, Madam Chair, there is a certain a concern here on Murugaro issue. On Murugaro, there is this Aphrodite. The Aphrodite, it is just bordering with Yoro, but the bar is just opposite road. That's where the Murugaro ward. And you'll find people who are affected by alcohol there, they are from my ward, but the bar is from Murugaro. So I am requesting my good brother, Mheshimiwa Ibrahim, to consider scrapping that one as well, so that at least they can go to Matopeni, where the town is big and everyone is allowed to go in that place. Otherwise, it's a village bar that is selling the one of the very even bad alcohol named Kadhulingui, and it is really terrorizing people in that area. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
I believe that has been noted, Clerk. And let's hear now from Honorable Ibra, so that you comment on the sentiments of Honorable Mbaye, so that we close that chapter.
Madam Speaker,
Yes.
From what my colleague Honorable Mbaye has mentioned, in support of that, in fact, that's not really a town. It's just just two shops in that area, where we have a gazetted town, which is Matopeni, and for that, I don't know what's happening, and we may require your direction, because this motion seems to have a lot of amendments, and it requires we first of all consult, so that out of this a lot of amendments from various wards, we are able to do some consultation, because this is additional town. Like now, as I support this motion, they have indicated that Murugalo ward is in North Kinangop, in South Kinangop sub-county. Well, we have some other wards between North Kinangop before you reach to South Kinangop. So they have to amend that Murugalo is in North Kinangop sub-county. So it seems this motion has several errors which require some consultation, and we seek your direction.
Yes, let's proceed with the honorable member for Jambini, Honorable Gashomba.
Thank you, Honorable Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker also is on a point of some recommendation on amendments. If you get to South Kinangop, where we have Jabini Kiburu, Madam Speaker, we don't have a town in Jabini called Shofe, Jabini Kiburu ward. We don't also have Kanamba. It's not in my ward. And Mr. Speaker, if you go to get onto that list, where we have Morongaro instead of Nyaki Gidafai, I think the document is quite long. It has so many errors. I believe the committee should get back to their drawing board and come up with a report that will be conducive and maybe that will be appreciated by every member of this honorable house. Because, Mr. Speaker, when these towns are gazetted, I think, Mr. Speaker, it is not in order who go to correct the revenues. in an area that is located in Jabini, whereas it is somewhere in Nyakio. Madam Speaker, I believe this is not in order. Let the committee get back and reorganize. And make
Please,
sure.
I would also advise you to quickly refer to page 20 so that you see if your concerns have been
Point
met.
of information, Honorable Speaker.
Madam Speaker, I'm on page 20, where,
All
they have,
right.
where they have indicated that Jabini Kiburu has Shuriri, has Shofe. Shuriri is in my ward, but Shofe and Kanamba, they're not in my ward, they're in Kadara ward. So if you get down there, we have Murugaru. Murugaru is not in South Kinangop. It has a lot of errors, Madam Speaker. We are urging the committee to get back to their drawing board and come up with a report that will be
Point of information, Honorable Speaker.
to
Honorable to the House. To the House, Honorable Speaker.
Madam Speaker, I think the member should allow
Information
me.
to the House,
He is the
Honorable
chair who
Speaker.
has moved this motion. Let us contribute.
I need to give
You-
information.
Please, Honorable Chair, I would advise that you follow the proceedings keenly and then
This
you
information is important to the House, Honorable.
Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, we cannot allow such information.
Wait a minute, Honorable Gashomba. I'm going to grant Honorable Gadongo a minute to give the information to the House.
After I've completed, Madam Speaker.
Honorable
I am
Because
going-
I'm trying to correct him
He cannot
on the errors, Madam Speaker.
Honorable
Speaker.
members,
She has-
honorable members, you are honorable members. Please have your seats. Good. So we have 30 seconds to Honorable Gadungu to inform the House, respectively, and then we proceed with the Honorable Gashomba. Honorable Gadungu, what is it?
Honorable Speaker, it's an information to the House, Honorable Speaker.
Yes.
And more so to the incoming member for Kinangop, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, on 28th of October, I wrote in the wall of the MCS, the incoming member for KPP, so many for Kinangop, so many things for Kinangop might get lost if you not be following the debate.
Order,
which is
order,
the
Honorable.
honorable member.
Honorable
The
Gadongo.
information was there, he never responded.
Honorable Gadongo, we understand the rules of this House. You cannot clearly stand on the floor of this House and say that you informed a member on an official matter on an WhatsApp group. I mean, let's be orderly and not embarrass ourselves. So, Honorable Gashomba, please proceed. Disregard the
Thank you,
communication
Madam
from
Speaker.
Gadongo.
Madam Speaker, it is not a rocket science to understand that Murugaru is not in Jabini. And the document that had been led by the chair indicates that Murugaru is in Jabini. And I'm trying to emphasize on the areas that are in my ward and they are not in my ward. We have Shove, which is in Gadara. We have Kanamba, is in your ward, yes. And we have Kanamba, which is in Gadara ward. So, Mr. Speaker, we are urging the committee to make some corrections and amendment so that this House can be able to approve this document. Otherwise, this is an illegal document. Otherwise, about it, Madam Speaker.
Point of information.
This, the report is already a report of the House because. All right, proceed, Honorable Kongu.
Madam Speaker, I'm also of that opinion because now, you see, when Honorable Gadogo stands here and tells us that he wrote something to Honorable Gashomba, I wonder even when we were preparing this report and whoever prepared, and even when they sat as a committee, does it mean they don't even understand that Murungaru is not in South Kinangop? So it means these are simple errors that surely anybody can understand because they are members in that committee. I think some of those members in that committee come from Kinangop, and then they bring us a report here indicating that Murungaru is, you don't even understand that Kiambogo is not in Wanjohi, is in Geta. Some of these mistakes, we don't know even how we are going to make an amendment. It should be returned back, they come with a proper report.
Let's hear from
Point of information, Honorable Speaker.
For
Point of information.
please inform the House.
Thank you, Madam. I think we just don't need to criticize. What we need to understand is that there are even some other areas that share the same centers, they share the same names. You'll find like in Kipipiri there is Farainya. Yeah? There's somewhere I saw in Kipipiri there is Farainya. Somewhere. And also in Gedioro there is Faranya. So there is in Kipipiri, not Faranya. In Kipipiri ward, it was proposed that Mahigameri Center be removed, right? In Gedioro there is Mahigameri. So you will find that some areas they share the same. So an era of south and north, it is not something to keep this house.
Order, members. Order. Order, members.
An era of south and north, it is not a matter to keep this house hostage. What we need to do is to
point of order, Madam Speaker.
The bill is brought.
Point of order.
The document has
Madam
been brought
Speaker,
to us.
point of order.
If there is an amendment,
Point of order.
you say where the amendment is supposed to be done. But otherwise, you cannot bring your politics of Kinagop.
Madam Speaker.
Order. Honorable Mogaki, please proceed.
Madam Speaker.
Contribute to the motion.
Point of order, Honorable Speaker. Point of order.
Thank you,
Point
Madam
of order,
Speaker.
Honorable Speaker.
Madam Speaker.
You know, honorable members, I have so much respect for some of you. And I'm realizing we are going around the same thing. Why don't we give the members who have not spoken an opportunity?
Maybe, Honorable Speaker, from what I'm going to say, you guide us on how to proceed.
And that is exactly what I'm doing.
So that is why I'm raising on a point of order.
No, that is exactly what I'm doing. And you're going to give me a chance to do that, honorable members. Or we finish, then I put the question, you decide.
Point of
or we move forward with the amendments. Let's have Honorable Mogaki proceed. Proceed, Honorable Mogaki.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, even if I'm not the elected member for Geta, we have still an ella there. If you look in Geta, there is Kajogu, that is okay, Marimo and Makombe. Makombe is a location, not a center. Marimo is a school, not a center. So, when you put in Makombe, where a specific in Makombe, when you put in Marimo, it's a school, Marimo primary or Marimo secondary. So I think we should put in canteen, not in Makombe or Marimo. It's canteen. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Yes, that has been noted. This motion, honorable members, has already been brought to the floor of the House. So the clerkship has to gather issues so that we agree if we have to take the motion back to the committee, rather the report, or we have to make resolutions here in the House in respect to the report, because it is already a property of the House. So let's proceed with Honorable Venji.
Thank you.
As we almost conclude on this issue.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I start, Madam Speaker, to know exactly of what is happening, especially in Lorie Ward, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I can see I don't know whether whether it's true that Silaga has been added. This Silaga has been there, and as I was doing the public participation, Madam Speaker, this was supposed to be removed. So many people have died in that area, Madam Speaker. And if at all that this one will continue, Madam Speaker, this one will not be done because there will be a lot of resistance with the people within the area. Mr. Speaker, even Mokedo, Madam Speaker, even in Mokedo, Madam Speaker, this list is totally messy, and there is no bargaining, Madam Speaker, if you can intervene. Because we are dealing with something serious, beer taking, which is the killing the economy of the country and even killing people. It should be given time, Madam Speaker, in through your wisdom. Thank you.
Good. Let's say, Honorable Dan, did I see your switch on your mic?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. In my view, Madam Speaker, to me, I would support the motion, because in case if something needed, it's only some amendment for those members who are not feeling they're not comfortable with the motion, Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker. Thank you.
All right. Now we take.
Honorable Speaker.
All right. I thought okay, you're already up, so please proceed, Honorable Esther.
Yeah,
sorry, Honorable Esther. Allow me kindly, with all due respect. to give Honorable Joyce.
No problem.
Because her mic has been on. I'm so sorry, Honorable Joyce. You skipped my mind. Sorry, Esther. Proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I like to support this motion.
Point of order.
And
Honorable
of course,
Speaker.
with the amendments
Point
that
of
are.
order. Under point of order 53.
Good. When you point a point of on order on standing orders, then you have to proceed. Proceed, Honorable Kongo.
And I know the clerk will be confirming, but I am rising on a standing order of amendment of motions. Honorable Speaker, there is a way the standing orders require to amend a motion. Honorable Speaker, and it is required any time that an amendment is proposed. It is seconded. We first of all deal with that amendment, and then we continue with the motion. But right now, members are rising here. They are saying that they want to amend the list or the motion, and then we continue. So even at the end of the day, we don't know the question that will be proposed on which motion, Honorable Speaker. Because it is supposed that every other time a member requires an amendment, is supposed to rise up, do an amendment, call a seconder, and then that amendment, when it is done, we go to the other member, rise up, move an amendment. Honorable Speaker, that is what is required of our standing order. And that is why we say there are so many amendments. Either we decide to do away with this report, it comes again, or then we continue that, Honorable Speaker, by giving each and every amendment, each and every member when they start.
Absolutely, you're right. That is exactly what the standing orders say. But I would like to read them to you verbatim, because you also noted issues initially in your contribution, and they were in respect to amendments, but you did not move an amendment, Honorable Kongo. And that is why we had to listen to the members so that we pick the numbers of amendments to be made and make a decision whether we proceed with the amendments or refer the matter back to the committee for further, for finalizing. But I'm going to read Standing Order 59, that the amendments should be in writing, that the proposer, before moving it, that the proposer of an amendment to a motion shall, before moving it, hand over the proposed amendment in writing, signed by the proposer to the clerk at least 2 hours before the order is read. And I am very sure that was not missed. And that is why, honorable members, I had given an opportunity to members to raise their issues so that the chairperson of the committee can pick them so that we make a conclusive resolution to this matter. So will you please allow me to proceed with Honorable Joyce with that standing order in mind? Because no one has moved a request for amendment. We don't have any request for amendment. Honorable Joyce, proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I also wish to support the motion. And maybe what I needed to bring across, that every effort was done to ensure that there was consensus of this document. So it will be important, even as we discuss about the proposed amendments, that it's very clear on exactly how it's going to be done, because previously we have had this. We had a session where members gave the centers. We even had a session that had been discussed where members were told to give the information that they needed. So it's important that even as you give us direction on the next step, that it is very clear on the process that will be taken. Otherwise, every other day, we'll be having members coming and maybe changing based on issues that they are coming up now. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
You're right. Thank you very much, Honorable Joyce. We now proceed to Honorable Esther, then Honorable Member for KPP Reward, Honorable Gesha.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker and Honorable Speaker. First of all, I wish to commend the committee for the work that they have already done. Indeed, they did, or this report was made in what do we call? Okay, in consultation with the members, and we all gave the towns that we wish that should be added or scrapped. However, even after submitting the towns that we wanted to be put or to be scrapped, we find that still there were some towns that are in this report against the wish of the members. That notwithstanding, I've noted that the final report of the approved town does not indicate the earlier towns that the members had already approved. Honorable Speaker, I think everyone now is consulting, including you. So
proceed, Honorable Esther. I can hear you.
It is important that Honorable Gadungo sits and listens to the members, because our sentiments are what we want him to consider in his next report after considering this one null and void. Honorable Speaker. I think
Proceed.
You are through now.
Yes, proceed, sorry.
I request that this report be amended, and the amendment that I wish to be made is that in this final report, we include every town that was...
Honorable Esther, please have your seat. I have just read out a standing order. Please have your seat. Please sit, honorable members.
Honorable Speaker, I wish you could listen.
Order,
so that you can get my message.
Order, honorable
what I'm saying is not that I'm moving an amendment right here, but what I wish to be done is that this report be brought back to the House, inclusive of all the towns that were initially
standing order supporting that.
The one that you read earlier. So,
I need an amendment in writing, honorable.
However, even if the amendment is required in writing, yes, I wish not to support this report.
Fantastic. Good. Information. I want the Honorable Geshe is on his feet.
Information before, maybe it will help Honorable Geshe.
Honorable Geshe, will you information Honorable Mentor because
I have not contributed, so I don't know whether that information is really important to me.
You know how you are standing?
Yes.
And I'll proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I start to oppose this report. One, Mangameli is not in Kipipiri. That is why it's being removed. And it should go into record. We don't have anywhere called Paraia. Paraia is squarely in Majohi. So, Madam Speaker, let me maybe use some wisdom so that we may know what will happen. Madam Speaker, we have two options. You may put the question, but we shoot it down. Number two, Madam Speaker, you can postpone the question. You don't put the question. You under your discretion, number one, you give us time so that before the question is being put, we can be able to arrive. Because at the end of the day, the biggest loser will be the government. Because we cannot allow such a document to pass when Gadude is not there. And we cannot allow that particular document where the member feels that Chauvet should not be intervened. So, Madam Speaker, the only wisdom that we have, whether we don't have the written script there, we can just postpone put the question so that we can accommodate each and every member, because also the chair education is at the side. He was not aware of what was happening, and he is...
Please, Honorable, say that again.
Yes,
you know, honorable members, thank you, Honorable Geshe. Are you done?
You know,
are you done, Honorable Geshe?
You've interfered with my thoughts.
School of thoughts.
I was thinking that the chair was to attack you, so I was taking it easy. So, Madam Speaker, I rest my case. Let me respond this thing.
Honorable members, you know, each and every one of you has standing orders. We are aware of standing order 98. You know, on an agenda debate, we are aware of standing order 57 of moving an amendment. proceed with the
Studying
honorable
order
member.
98. I'm just about to read it. Studying order.
Fantastic. Then,
Point of order, Madam Speaker. 98.
no, wait a minute. You know, Honorable Mbogo, you cannot even address the chair seated.
Madam Speaker.
Thank you.
Point of order, Madam Speaker.
So you want to move the motion now to adjourn debate, correct?
Correct.
Then before you do that, let me be kind enough to allow just a few more members to give in their input. Then we do that. So we finish up with Honorable Milka.
I'm here.
And then we come to there.
Yes.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And I'm rising just to contribute and be part of this discussion. However, my word was not being affected because I have only 2 sentences that were included in the previous report, and I have seen that they have not indicated it here. However, Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, the procedures and the processes of this assembly must be followed. And this is how I'm making my contribution, because members have contributed also, and I was giving information on probably how we need to move forward and the way forward of this issue. There are 2 things. This is a very important motion, because these members, the spirit of these members is like, this motion will not pass in this assembly. And if it doesn't pass, we'll wait for another 6 months for this motion to be introduced again in this assembly. Therefore, Madam Speaker, there are information that members are giving you, including what Honorable Bogo is supposed to give. Number 2, amendments are not done after the motion has been tabled in the assembly. They ought to have done it before they came to this assembly. So the option is you disrupt the business. The proper information. Otherwise, if we make a mistake of passing this motion the way it is now, it will go as is, and we will not be able to change anything after this motion has passed. So my prayer is disrupt the session, and Honorable Mbogo will read whatever is supposed to be done, give it back to the committee, let them go do those amendments, they bring it back so that we can pass the motion, Madam Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you. But we both agree that it is important to give honorable members an opportunity on the floor of the House, as long as we have time, to raise their concerns. So it was not really necessary to disrupt the business of this motion immediately after the mover had moved, because the committee has been able to pick quite a number of very important issues that may have missed out during their sitting. So let's proceed with Honorable Gitau. The Honorable Member for Captain.
Madam Speaker, I am not supporting this motion because I don't see my town code Kanyiriri. I can see Karawad, town code Mwireri. Mwireri is Kaibagawad. I can see Jericho. Jericho is Rolie ward. I can see Roliodo. Roliodo is Kaibagawad. Back to the SEDA.
Good. Now, I want to give this opportunity to Honorable Gadongo. You have something you want to say?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. As we get batched as a committee, there is something I want to do in this Honorable House, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, on the 28th day of October, 2025, Honorable Speaker, through the channels of this assembly, that is the county, that is the 3rd county assembly of Nyandarua, we have a group of MCAs and we have the liaison committee. Honorable Speaker, I want to read the letter that we forwarded to all those groups from our crack. And it read, request to designate town centers for sale and consumption of liquor. The Committee of Education, Vocational Training, Culture, Gender and Social Protection is considering a request. Honorable Speaker, the members are responsible of their wards and they want to push the blame to us, Honorable Speaker. Let a representative
Honorable Gadongo, let's be order members. We can clearly see that the issues raised. The issues raised by honorable members on this house. Honorable Gathongo, please, I request for, some orders from yourself. Honorable members have raised quite serious issues, and it is not in order to agitate them further. So it is only important that we find a solution to this motion so that we don't have to put a question to it, because you can clearly read the mood of the House. And if we put a question to this motion, you know what is going to happen. So it is only fair enough that I give Honorable Mbogo this chance to proceed.
Point of information, Honorable Speaker, before you give to Honorable Mbogo.
Honorable Gathongo, would it be in order for you to allow Honorable Kongo to proceed?
Point of information of Madam Speaker, kindly.
You are the second of the motion. Please address some of the issues that have been raised in this report, and tell me, because even the letter that your chairman is reading, it is a letter that has not been provided to my table, so I cannot invite him to read a foreign document in this House.
Thank you so much, Madam Speaker. A point of information to the House.
Yes.
Honorable Speaker, as you have clearly stated, and from the advice that we have been given by these members, and moreover with the consultation of the standing order of this House, it is important that the matter before the House is of supreme importance. If we miss on this, we are going to stay for another 6 months, which is not very good, knowing that those are our people, they need to do business. We also need to raise revenue. Vis-a-vis, it is part of the economy that we do on day-to-day basis. Honorable Madam Speaker, I want to say that the document that we have, that is the annexure with the list of centers, and with the few mistakes that we are able to see, I want to tell the honorable members that this is
Point of information, Madam Speaker.
I am now going to use my discretion and give Honorable Mbogo this time. Honorable Mbogo, proceed, please. Honorable
before
members.
I finish.
Honorable Mbai, with so much respect.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And I'm rising to move a motion on the adjournment of the debate, on the motion of the approval of towns to be added on the list of the already existing recasering towns. And I am studying order number 98, which allows a member to move a motion if they feel the debate might not see the light of the day, or they feel something need to be added. On the motion, we want to allow or to set back the motion to the chair so that he can cite in and change the already gray issues that are clearly seen when the debate was seen. So we are moving that the debate be adjourned, the motion sent back to the committee so that the chair can clearly or clear the issues that has been cited and mentioned by the speaker, because we know and we feel if we shoot down the motion, it will only come back after 6 months, and we don't want exactly that. So we are requesting that the committee sit down and clear the issues that are there, and I call Honorable Kongo to second the adjournment motion.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I want to second that motion that we adjourn for now, and your discretion and through the standing order, I want to put the question so that we can allow the chair to go back, do another advanced progress report that will include the amendment. And I want to agree with your wisdom. Initially, I have seen the reason why you wanted the members to debate, so that the chairman can be able to catch all the amendments that need to be done in that report. And I know Drew Hansard, now he's aware, and I know the other members who are not in the assembly this afternoon, and they will go further. We agree, and I know that the chairman might be agitated because he indicates that he had given some letters, but it's also good to reach out to members even at the individual capacity, because members are busy, and at the same time, it's also good to note that even some members of his own committee have issues. So I wonder whether even the committee met. So, Honorable Speaker, I want to second, and I second.
Yeah, that motion has very well been moved and has met the expectations of Standing Order 98 rather, sorry. And now I want to propose that the debate now be adjourned and that this matter is referred to the chairperson to amend and look into the issues raised by the committee, by the House. Honorable Geshe, proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'm happy for that wisdom. A piece of advice, Madam Speaker, to the chair is that when now he approached this matter, he should do it with a sobriety, not emotional, because we are heading to electioneering period, and I know how it could be, but also we require...
Please confine yourself to the adjournment of that motion, Honorable Geshe.
I think, Madam Speaker, you see jargon, English stuff. I'm trying to navigate why we are here adjourning and not putting the question. If it was not handled in a manner that there was no emotions, we could not be here. What I'm saying is that the chair now should listen and also should also look at the map of Kenya. Where is Murungaru? It is not in South Kinangop. So this is what I'm emphasizing. Common sense should now be dictated. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Whip.
Mr. Speaker, it is disrespectful to say that the chair is... What word did he use? Some words I don't use with my mouth. It is bad because it is not the chair who did this report. It is us, the Committee on Education. Please, can he apologize?
Honorable Geshe. Honorable Geshe, you have used some words that are not parliamentary, that are not acceptable to this House.
Derogatory words.
Because now, using the word, saying that they should use common sense, that statement, Honorable Member, is not parliamentary.
I withdraw and apologize.
Fantastic.
But senses should be used.
We note, let the answered note that you have withdrawn and apologized. Do we have any honorable member wishing to contribute to the adjournment? Aha, very well. Now I put the question, honorable members, that this House does adjourn the motion, and I direct that the Committee on Education, Vocational Training, Culture, Gender and Social Protection take back the report, go look and amend, noting and putting into considerations all matter that has been raised to this House, and for further consideration of the House. The House Business Committee shall schedule the report from your committee, Honorable Gathongo. So what this means basically is that the report has been given back to the committee for you to go look keenly on the issues that have been raised here, and then prepare a comprehensive report, noting all the towns and where they come from, placing locations and towns and centers in their rightful wards, and then you bring back the report to this House. Is that okay? Will those of a similar opinion say aye? Aye. Those of the contrary opinion say nay? And the ayes have it, and the adjournment has been passed.
Point
Clarification
of
from
Madam
the
Speaker.
chair.
Point of information, Madam Speaker. I need some information.
Clarification
so
from
that
the
I can
chair.
Point of information, Madam Speaker.
Cla-
Point of information from the honorable members. Honorable Speaker, I would like to know. I'm going to reach out to the members again. Honorable Speaker, advise me. Should we use the smoke, the horn, or even a drum to reach out to them, Honorable Speaker?
You are
Because
out of order.
when we use the social media.
Honorable
Point of
Gadongo,
order,
you
Honorable
are
Speaker.
out of order.
Point
You are
of
out of
clarification from the chair.
You are out of order. I cannot allow members to proceed on this debate.
Point of
It is,
clarification. It is clarification from your ruling, Madam Speaker.
Absolutely not. Honorable Geshe, you are a
Clarification.
ranking member of this house and are members of the speakers panel. You
It
know
is
you
wisdom.
cannot contribute to a matter that the speaker has already put a question.
Clarification from the chair on
On
the same.
on what matter?
You see, Madam Speaker, it is good to ask this before we also make another mess. At what point when he will be bringing it back, because you know there is procedure, notice of motion has been given. At what point? Because from where I sit, when you adjourn, he should now come, not a new report. You have indicated it's a new report. I wanted to understand. Will it be, because there is a document already that has been tabled and it belongs to this house. What you need to clarify, at least I understand.
Very well. Honorable, you are a smart man, and the Honorable Speaker will communicate on that matter in due course. So, Clerk.
Under the same order, Madam Speaker, there is a motion of adjournment by Honorable Elijah Mwaginyaga, the leader of Majority Party.
Let's proceed with Honorable Ibra. The Honorable Member for Morungaro, proceed.
Honorable Madam Speaker, on behalf of Leader of Majority Party, Honorable Elijah Mwaginyaga, Madam Speaker, on behalf of Honorable Elijah Mwaginyaga, Leader of Majority Party, beg to move the following motion: that this House does resolve to alter its legislative calendar and the adjournment date therein, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 29-4, such that the last sitting day of the first part, the adjournment date, is changed from 6th day of May 2026 to 29th April 2026, and that the recess commences on 30th April 2026. As such, this House adjourn its sitting from today, the 29th day of April 2026 at 2:30 p.m. to Tuesday, the 2nd day of June 2026 at 9:30 a.m. pursuant to the provisions of the Standing Orders 29 and 32. Madam Speaker, in February, this House passed a legislative calendar for 2026, which was approved on 10th February, stipulating that this House shall proceed for recess on 6th May 2026. However, due to some emerging matters of national importance that will be undertaken from 4th May and which requires the participation of honorable members of this House, we urge the members to support the alteration of the calendar such that the House proceeds for recess from today. And thank you, Madam Speaker, and I call Majority Whip Honorable Mary Kabiro to support. To second, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, I want to second that motion, the adjournment of this House. And as I second, I want to wish everybody a nice time. And as you all know, we have campaigns in Olkalau, and I want to invite you all to come and support us and help us decide who runs this constituency from now to 2027. Please come. Don't you worry about food. Don't worry about accommodation. The whip is ready for you. Thank you.
Madam Speaker.
I have only granted you a minute whip, but I want to propose, honorable members. Are you forgetting the rules of this House?
I wanted a whip to clarify something.
Absolutely not. I want to propose, honorable member, that this House does resolve to alter its legislative calendar and adjournment date, therein pursuant to provisions of Standing Order 29.4, such that the sitting of the day of the first part, the adjournment date, is changed from 6th day of May to 29th April 2026, and that the recess commences on 30th April 2026. As such, honorable members, this House adjourns its sitting from the 29th day of April 2026 at 2:30 p.m. to Tuesday, the 2nd day of June at 9:30 a.m. pursuant to provisions of Standing Order 29 and 32. Honorable Mbai, proceed.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, I wanted to get a little bit clarification when Whip said that we are welcome to sleep here in our crowd. You know, of course, in the field of politics, we have different political field. We have gaps. You have parties. So I don't know whether which party is welcome. You know, she is welcoming us, because some of us, she know where we belong. So she should put it clear whether it is us who are supporting a DCP candidate, or it's Honorable Kongo who is supporting
Order.
UDA.
Order. Did you wish to continue to the adjournment of the House? The alteration? Honorable members, I now want to put the question. Yes, Honorable Geshe?
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, you know, the adjournment motion normally goes through. And it is by default it goes through. But it is good, Madam Speaker. I will not support the adjournment because of by-election, a small by-election here in Olkarau. Because we still have electioneering period 2027. So the point that I support is that this important business that should run from 4th May, that particular important, that particular event, that is why I am supporting this adjournment. And also it is worth noting that also members, we were heading to a recess. So it has been merged. It is only that it has been merged. The by-election will be happening around July there. And that is when those who vote around this place we will still adjourn so that they can go and vote. So, Madam Speaker, I support. And thank you, Madam
Thank
Speaker.
you. Thank you, honorable members. I now wish to put the question, honorable members, that this House does resolve to alter its legislative calendar and adjournment date, therein in pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 29.4, such that the last sitting of the first part, the adjournment date, is changed from 6th day of May to 29th day of April, and that the recess commences on 30th April 2026. As such, this House adjourns in sittings from today, the 29th day of April 2026, at this time, to Tuesday, the 2nd day of June 2026 at 9:30 a.m. pursuant to standing orders 29 and 22. Will those of a similar opinion say aye? Those of contrary say nay. The ayes have it. Proceed, clerk.
Honorable Speaker, the business of this sitting is appearing and the order paper has been exhausted.
Very well, then this means, Honorable Member, that we will meet here again on the 2nd day of June at 9:30 a.m. Thank you very much.
Doing our best. 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 Doing our best.